Okay, so welcome back to my class, everyone. So let me explain the TOEFL 101. Okay, for today. Let's see. Let me introduce myself before I go further into TOEFL 101. So the first one is about me. So I'm a TOEFL PBT co-learner. A TOEFL PBT co-learner meaning I'm also your lecturer, but perhaps you find something, um, you find a truth which is true, and then I find something that is an error. Yeah. So I need to share with each other. So you share to me, and I share to you. Perhaps what you share, there is a truth in it. And perhaps I share to you, there is also a truth in it. But there's also an error in what you're sharing and what I'm sharing in that case. So I be prefer called co-learner, a TOEFL public co-learner. I am also a forever learner. Saya pembelajar selamanya ya. Meaning I always learn wherever I am and whenever I am. Ya, so it's never a comma, tidak pernah koma gitu ya. So bukan tidak pernah koma, tidak pernah ada titik di situ. So it's not a period. It's not a period, meaning that it's still comma. Masih koma. Jadi you need to continue learning all the time. Selalu belajar, belajar, belajar terus. Which makes you not satisfied with whatever you've got, meaning it will attract you, akan membuat kalian itu termotivasi untuk belajar terus. So what is TOEFL? TOEFL I'll break you. It seems like you are in a battle, ada di peperangan gitu ya ketika melihat TOEFL. And then ngumpat pakai what the fuck gitu ya, or bitch. Giliran tes speaking cuman yes or no doang. So yeah, apparently in TOEFL we don't have speaking, but this is a true condition. Kondisi yang benar-benar terjadi ya. When you've been able to understand English, then you never use it in the proper way. Okay, the next one. So the contents of this discussion will be three. One is TOEFL. So I'd like to share a bit or a brief discussion about TOEFL itself. And then number two is listening skill 1 and 2. Later we are going to talk about it. Yes, and then structure skill 1 and 2. Okay, we are going to also talk about it later. Okay, the next, what is TOEFL? What comes in your mind when you hear TOEFL? Apa yang ada di kepala kalian ketika bilang TOEFL atau mendengar kata TOEFL? Is that even a sweet potato? Apakah itulah umbi-umbian? Gitu ya. So let's see. Yeah, this is a brief information about TOEFL. Okay, TOEFL it was actually made by Educational Testing Service or ETS USA. So when you want to go to the USA, you need to have TOEFL certificate in order to make you qualified. Kalau kalian mau kuliah lagi di USA ya, di Amerika. And a standardized test to assess the English language ability of non-native speakers wishing to enroll the English-speaking universities or companies. Later, if you want to study in a multinational university, or you want to work in a multinational company, yeah, what you need to do, you need to have the language skill, English language ability. Okay, and how you assess, bagaimana sih cara tahu bahwa kemampuan bahasa Inggris kita ini sudah mampu untuk bekerja dan studi di English speaking university or companies. Now we need to have a proof, harus ada bukti sebenarnya. A proof here is TOEFL. Buktinya adalah sertifikat TOEFL. And then the conventional one, so we've got paper based. Like what you usually do ya, you blacken the rounded form, jadi kayak yang bulat-bulat kayak UN gitu ya, dihitamin, tebalkan, yang seperti itu. Okay, you blacken it, and then you've got 2B pencil. Remember, you need to have 2B pencil. And then you will be given the answer sheet, which is LJK, yeah, if it is UN. Yeah. It used to be LJK, but now it's been computerized. Lembar jawaban komputer. And in a booklet, a small book, you'll be given a small book that contain the questions. Jadi nanti di buku itu banyak sekali pertanyaan-pertanyaan dan kalian mengisinya di LJK ini. And then there are some skills tested here. We've got listening, and then there's a structure, and then reading. There are only three, yeah, remember. And then the score is between 310 up to 677, meaning the least score is 310 and then the highest score is 677. No one's getting 1,000. Jadi tidak ada yang dapat skor 1.000 misalkan, tidak ada. Oke. Paling tinggi 677. And then it takes 2.5 hours, 2,5 jam, and 50 questions for listening, 40 questions for structure, and then 50 questions of reading. Remember, in one set, 2.5 hours. And then it can be also used in Asia, remember, and then local area in Indonesia, and some institution, yeah, they support having PBT TOEFL in order to make you become qualified, yeah, to be the employee in the company or to be a student in one university. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to the listening skill 1 and 2. Okay, so I'll give you the tips in order to listen the TOEFL exercise. Tips-tipsnya seperti ini. The first one, when you listen, the part A, when you listen part A, because later you've got 3 parts in TOEFL listening. Jadi ada 3 bagian di TOEFL listening, part A, part B, and part C. So now we are talking about part A, baru part A saja. So the first one, listen to the second line. So later, the conversation will consist of 2 people speaking and there are only 2 lines. Jadi hanya ada 2 percakapan gitu ya. Misalkan, how are you? And then I'm fine. Oke, gitu ya. What you need to do is to listen to the second line. Kalian harus fokus. You need to focus on the second line. Kalimat keduanya. Gitu ya. Contohnya, how are you? I'm fine. Now you need to focus on I'm fine. There. Okay. Meaning the options letter, jawabannya itu akan mengacu kepada si I'm fine itu, second line. Okay. And then a restatement. Remember, if you focus on the second line, and then when you want to find out the answer must not be copied and pasted. Jadi nggak copy paste ya, nggak kopas gitu ya. Misalkan I'm fine, and then pilihan A, B, C, D-nya gitu ada I'm fine. So it is impossible, tidak mungkin. That must be restatement atau sinonim. Yeah, so you need to find the synonymous sentence with I'm fine. Jadi apa sinonim I'm fine? For example, jawaban B di situ ada I'm good or I'm feeling good. For example. Now you choose I'm feeling good because I'm feeling good and I'm fine are synonymous. Mereka sinonim. And then easy to difficult questions. Number 1 is the easiest. Nomor 1 itu yang paling mudah. Semakin ke sana gitu ya, nomornya semakin tinggi kesulitannya. Number 1 is easy, number 2 easy, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 less difficult, and then getting difficult, getting more difficult, and so on. And then read the answers before listening, and before the recording plays itself. Okay, or before the recording is played by the lecturer. Sebelum recordingnya atau listening audionya dimainkan, kalian harus baca as many answers as possible. Sebanyak-banyaknya jawaban yang tertera di booklet. Yes. Okay, in order to make you anticipate the answer that will appear after the listening audio. Yeah. The next one. Okay, there's some informations that I will share to you that is really funny. Dengerin lagunya Adele, betah berjam-jam. Saat listening section tidur, balada Toefl. Okay. So when you listen to Adele song, of course it is really interesting because you listen for pleasure. Kalian mendengarkan untuk entertainment, hiburan gitu ya. But Toefl is not an entertainment. Toefl bukan hiburan. That's why you feel bored, you feel sleepy, and you feel yawning. Ya, nguap gitu ya mulutnya. So that's balada Toefl. And then after 30 hours of test, it's finally over. So it seems like you just come from a very long battle in one country after listening to the audio for such a long time. Yeah, and it's finally over. Remember, TOEFL is not about how able or how fast you learn. Ini tidak bukan karena seberapa cepat kita belajar, guys, tapi seberapa cepat kita familiar dengan soalnya. So what you need to do is to practice a lot, practice listening every day, in order to make you understand in order to make you familiar with the questions. Seperti UN lah, kalau kita latihan UN kan ada TO gitu ya, and then you've got also latihan-latihan lainnya gitu ya. And after these all tryouts, you will find familiarity over the questions in UN itself. Oke, okay? So biasanya nilai tryout itu lebih jelek daripada nilai UN, gitu ya. So you need to practice and then later you will get a good score in the real test of TOEFL. Okay, so what is restatement? So let's go to the first skill, restatement. Restatement means synonym words. Okay, so let's see here the example. On the recording, you hear, Steve, is something the matter? You don't look very good. And then the man say, oh, I'm feeling a little sick today. So you focus on the second line, remember. Only focus on, oh, I'm feeling a little sick today. And then the question, what does the man mean? Okay, what does the man mean? In your textbook, you read, A, he's not very good looking. Okay. What does the man mean? Oh, I'm feeling a little sick today. What does this sentence mean? Apa sih artinya, oh, I'm feeling a little sick today? Kita harus cari restatement. Restatement means the synonym of a little sick. Yeah. He is not very good looking. Do we talk about our look? Ya, kita tidak ngomongin tentang appearance, look gitu ya. Tampilan kita gitu ya, tampilan orang itu. No. Yang A, eliminasi. You eliminate A. And then C, he looks worse than he feels. Does he talk about feeling? Apakah dia berbicara tentang feelingnya? No ya, bukan ya. And then D, his feet are a little thick. Is he talking about the feet or the feeling? That sick feeling. It's a sick feeling, yeah. So D is eliminated. So D is not the answer. Let's see B. He is a bit ill. Yeah, a little, a bit. Sick, ill. Restatement, synonym. Meaning B is the best answer. Jawaban B yang paling betul di situ. Oke. Okay? Okay, so another example. Here, we've got 3 examples here. Number 1, what do you like about your new house? The woman say. And then the man say, it's very close to a park. Remember, focus on the second line. It is very close to a park. What does the man mean? The man. What does the man mean? A, the house is closed up now. B, he parks his car close to his house. C, his home is near a park. D, he doesn't really like his... Okay, we come back. So D, he doesn't really like his new horse. So let's analyze the first one. A, the house is closed up now. Are we talking about the house that is closed up? No ya, kita nggak ngomongin rumahnya, tapi kita ngomongin the park ya. It's very close to a park. Bukan tampilan rumahnya, atau rumahnya ditutup atau tidak, gitu ya. So it's A. A is crossed. Salah. B, he parks his car close to his house. Does the man talk about the car? Ngomongin mobil bukan? No ya, it's not about the car. Remember, and then C, his home is near a park. Okay, his home is near a park. Remember, it is very close to a park. Restatement, very close, near, a park. So, very close to, near a park. Very close to a park, near a park. So they are restatement, meaning C is the answer. Jawaban C yang paling benar ya, nomor 1. What about number 2? Mark said some really nice things to me. And then the woman says, he's very grateful for what you did. Focus the second line. He is very grateful for what you did. What does the woman say about Mark? Okay, in this case. Okay, let's see, analyze the options. A, he did a great job. He did a great job. Are we talking about something that is great job? No, yeah. Okay, and then B, he bought a crate full of fruit. Okay, are we talking about fruit here? Ada buah-buahan nggak di sini? Nggak ada ya. So we are not talking about fruit. So salah. B. C. He made a crate full of himself. Do we talk about full, pembodohan? In this case, no, yeah. Because the woman say he's very grateful for what you did. Grateful needs to have its synonym. So let's see D. He's thankful. Grateful, thankful, synonymous. So meaning D is the best answer for number 2. Okay. Another example. Sam, you've been working at the computer for hours. The man says, yes, and I need to take a break. Let's find out the synonym and focus on the second line. What does the man mean? What does the man mean? Okay. The computer's broken. Are we talking about the broken computers? No, yeah. Not the answer. B. He must relax for a while. Okay, remember, I need to take a break, to take a rest, istirahat. So the man is talking about a rest, a recess there. Meaning B is the best answer. He must relax, take a break, take a break for a while. Okay, so the best answer is B for number 3. So I'll give you such an example by listening here. Okay. So please listen to the audio and then find out the answer for number 1. Now, before you listen to the audio, please read the option. A, the dance was fun. Okay, the dance was fun. B, it was a good time to dance. It was a good time to dance. C, she thinks the man is such a good dancer. D, tonight is the last time to dance. Okay, you have read all options. Please now listen to recording. Dengarkan recordingnya.
In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question on the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should look for restatements of key ideas in the second line. Number 1.
How was the dance last night?
We had such a good time.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, so you focus on the second line there. We had such a good time. We had such a good time. So what is the restatement or synonym for we had such a good time? A, the dance was fun. B, it was a good time to dance. C, thinks the man is such a good dancer. Or tonight is the last time to dance. So the best answer is, that's correct. It's A, the dance was fun because we had such a good time. We had such a good time. Such a good time means it was fun. Yeah. Number 1 is A. Remember, everyone. What about number 2? Listen.
Number 2.
Are you ready to leave?
I need about 30 minutes.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, the woman said, I mean about 13 minutes. I mean about 13 minutes. Okay, I mean about 30 minutes. So you focus on the second line, remember, and then find out the answer. She's quite thirsty. Not, it is not the answer. Okay, and then B, she'll be ready in a half hour. C, she needs to leave now. D, she was ready 30 minutes ago. Now, because when the woman said, I mean about 30 minutes, I mean about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, the restatement synonym of 30 minutes is a half hour. Meaning B is the best answer. She'll be ready in a half hour. Dia akan siap dalam waktu 30 menit. I mean about 30 minutes. Ya. Saya kira 30 menit lagi. So B is the best answer for this. Okay. So next one, it's negatives. It is also still a listening sections, and it is about negatives here. Okay, the example here. Still listen to the second line. Remember, everyone. Did you get a lot of work done at the library today? So man said, I couldn't. It wasn't very quiet there. What does the man mean? Now it is about negatives, meaning you find the negative sentence here. I couldn't, it wasn't, not, was not, very quiet there, was not. That means it is negative. Yeah, it is a negative. Okay, so let's find out the answer. What does the man mean? For I couldn't, it wasn't very quiet there. Okay, let's see. A, the library was noisy. B, he got a lot done. C, he couldn't quite get to the library today. D, the library is a good place to work because it's quiet. Remember the second line. I couldn't, it wasn't very quiet there. It wasn't, itu tidak sangat quiet, sepi di sana. Oke. Berarti kalau tidak sepi, sinonimnya adalah A. The library was noisy. Perpustakaannya sangat ribut. Noisy, not very quiet. They are synonymous. Mereka sinonim di situ. Okay? So that's negatives. How about another example? Here, these some examples. Example, Tom is not sad about the results. Not sad, negative. Remember, because you've got not here, and sad, not sad. What does not sad mean? Not sad means happy. Tidak sedih berarti senang dong, gitu ya. Tom is happy about the result. Tom is not sad about the result. They share similar meaning, or they share the same meaning. Not sad sama artinya dengan happy, gitu ya. So that's negative expression. Okay. And then the door is not open. You've got not, negative. Remember, ada not-nya di sini. Not open. The door is closed. Not open and closed, synonym, right? Not open shares the same meaning with closed. Sama artinya, tidak buka atau tutup. So that's the restatement and also for negative. And then the third one, Steve didn't pass the class. Did not pass the class. Negative, ada not di sini. Did not pass the class. Meaning Steve failed the class. Didn't pass and failed, they share the same meaning. Artinya sama, tidak lulus. Didn't pass, tidak lulus. Failed, tidak lulus. Okay, so you need to find out the synonym, remember. For negative sentences. Negative sentences usually have not. Ada not-nya, kayak gini ya. Not said, not open, not, and then not pass, did not. Yeah, they are negatives. Okay. And then what you need to do is to find the answer that is the opposite. Jawabannya itu adalah yang tanpa not, tetapi artinya sama. Gitu ya. Tidak ada not-nya, tetapi artinya sama. Gitu. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's have a practice, everyone. So I will find out the recording. Wait a minute. Okay, please, before listen to the recording, read. Number 1, A, he was on time. Okay. B, he regrets being late. Okay. C, he doesn't know why he was late. D, he hasn't come there lately. Then you need to listen and focus on the second line. Remember, please listen.
Why were you so late getting here?
But I wasn't late.
What does the man mean?
Yeah. So the second line, but I wasn't late. I wasn't late. I wasn't late. Saya tidak telat. Was not late. Kebalikannya atau sinonimnya, what's the synonym of I was not late? Let's see. He was on time, he regrets being late, or he doesn't know why he was late, or he has not come there lately. The best answer is he was on time. But I wasn't late. Tetapi saya tidak telat. Oke. Berarti jawabannya adalah A, he was on time. Berarti dia tepat waktu. So that's for number 1. What about number 2? Let's read the options. She is sorry she brought the book. She remembered to say she was sorry. She forgot the book. She didn't remember the ring. Okay, so now let's listen to this number 2.
Number 2.
Did you bring the book with you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't remember to bring it.
What does the woman mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't remember to bring it. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't remember to bring it. Okay. I didn't remember to bring it. Remember. So, I didn't remember, not remember, negative expression. And then you need to find out the synonym. Not remember, tidak ingat, berarti lupa. Gitu ya sinonimnya. So, C. She forgot the book. Dia lupa bukunya. So, that's the best answer. C for number 2. Okay, great, everyone. Let's go to another slide. Okay, so now we'll go to structure and written expression 1 and 2. So, structure and written expression. A sentence, one sentence needs to have subject plus verb. Remember, one sentence needs to have subject plus verb. Yeah, and then we are also going to talk about object of preposition. Okay. So let's say here, another meme for you. My exact reaction when I see the first questions. Now you will have that confusing face or confused face in this case. Okay, on Toefl test. Okay, and then you still remember the thermal gun? Yeah. It is you. Kamu yang belajar dari film dan mendengarkan lagu, you are ready. It is written on the thermal gun. Okay. Great, so you need to be ready now. Okay, so I'd like to give you these examples. Can you create a sentence consisting of only a subject and a verb using the picture? Okay, so this picture, she runs. She, subject, runs, verb. Subject plus verb, one sentence. Okay, and then this picture. They walk. They, subject, walk, verb, kata kerja. Yeah, so they walk, one sentence. What about this? She sings. She, subject, sings, verb. Okay, that's a sentence. And then she swims. Or the girl swims. The girl, she, subject, swims, verb. She swims, subject, and a verb. That's a sentence. And then the last one, they dance. They dance. They, a subject, dance, a verb. That's a sentence. Meaning one sentence consists of subject and a verb. Satu kalimat itu harus ada sekurang-kurangnya subject, nama orang, kata ganti orang, ya. They, we, I, you, she, he, it, subject, and then the verb, action verb, sesuatu yang dilakukan, action verb. So, she runs, they walk, she sings, she swims, they dance. They have been a sentence. Mereka sudah melalui fase bahwa mereka bisa dibilang adalah satu kalimat. Tapi saya bisa tambahin, I can add. Saya bisa tambahin embel-embel di belakangnya. Remember, saya tadi bilang, I said before that satu sentence itu perlu sekurang-kurangnya subject dan verb. Subjeknya yang mana? She is the subject. Okay. She is the subject. Wait a minute. No. I will identify it here. Okay, wait. Okay, it's it. She runs, subject, she runs, verb. And what about on the street in the afternoon? Yeah, on the street in the afternoon, I will highlight it. Oops. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. No. Okay. So I will underline on and also in. Nah, she runs, subject she, runs, verb. And what about on the street in the afternoon? They are adverbs. Mereka adalah kata keterangan. Dan mereka boleh dipakai, boleh tidak. Okay, so on the street. Now, this is called on object of preposition. Remember? Yeah. Oops. This one. Object of preposition. Yes. On the street, on object of preposition, the street, in object of preposition, the afternoon. Okay, another example. Subject verb. They walk. They subject walk verb. And then you've got this many other, wait. Yeah, this many other embellishment or embel-embel or attributes on the street, in the park with happy faces. So let's say I'd like to underline on here and then in here, yes, and then with. So they are called object of correct preposition, object of preposition. They walk, subject verb, okay. On the street, on subject of preposition. In the park, in subject of preposition. With happy faces, with object of preposition. So you've got 3 objects of preposition. Ya, yang paling penting adalah they walk-nya saja. Tanpa on the street, in the park with happy faces, tidak ada masalah. Mereka yang bikin kalian bingung aja. Gitu ya. So then the next example. Subject verbs. She swims. Okay. Under the water with a colorful swimsuit. Nah, let's see. Let's identify the object of preposition. Under. Object of preposition with object of preposition. Okay. So she swims, subject verb. A sentence. Under the water with a colorful swimsuit, they are adverbs. Keterangan saja dengan 2 object of prepositions. Under one object of preposition and with other object of preposition. Okay, the next one. Yeah. Pay attention. Find out the subject and the verb. They dance. Subject, verb. What about object of preposition? Nah, it can be put at the very beginning. Boleh ditaruh di depan, boleh. Yeah. And on the stage, here on object of preposition with object of preposition. On the stage, they dance with energetic and rhythmic moves. You've got 2 objects of preposition, ada on di sini dan ada with. Okay, and then yang paling pentingnya adalah satu kalimat terdiri dari subject dan verb. They, subject, and then verb. Okay, that's complete. Alright. So let's identify here. Okay, let's identify here. Okay. Wait a minute. Nah, a pen. I need a pen. Okay. See. Let's see number 1. The interviews by radio broadcasters were carried live by the stations. Now, see here. By object of preposition. By object of preposition. Now we need to find out the subject and the verb. What are the subject Okay, what is the subject? This one is the subject. The interviews. On which one is the verb? This one is the verb. Were carried. So it's a sentence. That's correct. Okay, that's correct. And what about number 2? It is I. Incorrect ya. Ini salah nomor 2. Kenapa? Let's see. In the last possible moment, in object of preposition, before takeoff, before object of preposition, yeah, you've got took, a verb, he sit in the airplane. What's something missing? Ada yang tertinggal di sini. Yang tadi saya bilang, satu kalimat perlu subject dan verb. Dalam kalimat nomor 2 ini tidak ada subject. Adanya hanya verb saja. There is only a verb here, took. Okay, so that's why it's I. Incorrect, salah. Okay. What about number 3? At the neighborhood flower shop, at object of preposition. Flowers in quantities, in object of preposition. Of a dozen, of object of preposition. Or half dozen can be delivered for free, for object of preposition. Remember, find out the subject and the verb. The subject, flowers. Flowers, the subject. Yeah, and then the verb, can be delivered is the verb. Intinya kalimat ini ngomongin flowers can be delivered, udah. Tapi kayak ada at, in, of, for, itu hanya embel-embel yang membuat kalian bingung. Itu tugasnya Toefl buat kalian bingung. It is correct, then you put C. And what about number 4 here? The progressive reading methods at. You've got at, object of preposition. At this school are given credit for, object of preposition. And we need to find out the subject and the verb. What is the subject? The progressive reading methods. That's the subject. And what's the verb? Are given is the verb. Jadi intinya ngomonginnya cuman the progressive reading methods are given. Gitu. Tapi dikasih embel-embel at the school for the improved test scores. So that's why this sentence is correct. And then the last example that I will explain to you. For the last 3 years, for, object of preposition, at various hospital, at, object of preposition, in the county, in, object of preposition. That's all. And then you've got has been practicing. So there are 3 object of preposition, and then there is a verb, has been practicing. And where is the subject? Tidak ada subjeknya di sini. Satu kalimat harus ada subject and the verb. That's why nomor 5 ini salah. Kasih I. Incorrect, everyone. Okay? So you can practice it at home, by the way. So thank you very much for listening to me and watching this video. And see you, everyone. Thank you and good luck.